The story of a truck driver sentenced to 110 years in prison for a fatal accident on Interstate 70 set off a firestorm of controversy. The sentencing went viral on social media and outraged protesters demonstrating at the state's capitol. Our Austin Sack now joins us live in a truck stop to explain why some truck drivers are taking Colorado off the route. Austin?
Thanks, Rob. Here at the Fruita Travel Plaza truck stop, drivers are making Colorado deliveries as scheduled. But hashtag No Trucks at Colorado is gaining serious traction on social media for more than one reason. A Jefferson County judge sentenced truck driver Rohel Aguilera Maderos to 110 years after a deadly crash in 2019 killed 4 people and injured several more. Truck drivers feeling a Twitter and Facebook frenzy say the sentence is too long.
It's excessive.
And now they're detouring around Colorado.
I'd agree with the rest of the truck drivers. It's just too much of a risk. It's too much of a risk.
Prosecutors say Aguilera Maderos flew past several truck ramps designed to help runaway trucks come to a safe stop. But if a company checks brakes prior to a trip and the brakes pass, then who is to blame when they fail?
I'm a company man, so I can only do a superficial pre-trip inspection. You know, I check my pads, make sure nothing's leaking, stuff like that. I'm not a mechanic, I'm a truck driver. I do the best I can as a professional truck driver to control my vehicle. And in his sense, you know, the rest is up to the company.
Smith says it's not just this case inspiring truck drivers to boycott Colorado.
It's always something about Colorado, apparently. The 70, you can't travel down, too many cops out there trying to ticket you or whatever, so it's always something.
Still trucking, industry leaders say they are not seeing an impact yet.
I would hope that's not happening, because that would be the wrong kind of approach, no matter how you look at this.
Association's president Greg Fulton agrees that Aguilera Madero's sentence is excessive, but he believes there's a lot of misinformation the community isn't aware of when it comes to a truck driver's responsibilities. Rohel Aguilera Maderos' sentence is almost twice as long as some Colorado murderers. During sentencing, the judge acknowledged that Aguilera Maderos did not intend to harm anyone, but under current state guidelines, 110 years was the minimum sentence. Reporting live from a Fruita truck stop and first on the Western Slope, I'm Austin Sack, KREX5 News. Rob?
Thank you, Austin. Now, a member of that team that prosecuted Aguilera Maderos ignited even more outrage when she posted a unique trophy to celebrate his conviction. The trophy was a brake pad with the case number and I-70 crash inscribed on the front of it. Our sister station CBS 4 asked Jefferson County District Attorney Alexis King about the post. King issued a statement today in response to questions about one of her staff's social media posts. In the post, Deputy DA Kayla Wildeman credits another Deputy District Attorney Trevor Moritsky for turning a brake shoe from a semi-truck into a memento of the I-70 truck crash sentencing. In the statement, King says it's not a piece of evidence from the case. She says her post was in very poor taste and does not reflect the values of the administration, but offered no apology. An attorney for Rohel Aguilera Maderos also chimed in.
I thought it was highly unprofessional, considering the facts that there's really nothing to celebrate here. No matter what, we have someone that is in prison for, as it stands now, 110 years. We have 4 people dead, other people hurt. There's really nothing to celebrate, nothing to make trophies out of.
The League of United Latin American Citizens also responded, demanding a full investigation to identify the people involved, saying professionalism is, quote, clearly lacking in this district attorney's office.